Hi Thunder fans, Mike Benton here for Thunder Vision inside Oak Park Ice Arena, where tonight it hosted a handful of hockey hopefuls in the Thunder free agent tryout camp. Let's now take you inside the locker room for some more insight from the players, including one face you might be familiar with.
Well, I was in Hull, England last year, and I came back and wanted to play in the States again this year. So I got a girlfriend that works here in Stockton, and I just figured it'd be nice to play here, and I like the city here, and I like playing here for this place. I mean, it's a great rink, great organization, so that's what I'm trying to do. It's kind of feels almost like a new system a little bit, you know, new coach and new guys and everything. So no, it just feels like another training camp for me. I feel okay. I don't feel too bad. I mean, there's some guys, a lot of running around at the beginning, but the second and third period kind of was toned down a little bit, so a little smoother.
Tonight, I mean, it's going to be. There's a lot of guys there. Everybody's trying to fight for a few jobs here just to get a chance to fight for a job. So, yeah, I mean, guys are going to be, pretty tough out there. So it was a good skate for the first night. I felt okay. I mean, legs can always move a little quicker, but I think for my first skate, it was pretty solid. Moved the puck, got an opportunity to get some shots on net, and didn't get scored on too many times when my line was out there. So I think I did pretty well.
Anything that you want to add tomorrow as a player when you're on the ice for day number 2, or are you figuring that as of right now, keeping it simple is the best way to go?
I think tomorrow the biggest thing that'll help guys stand out is it's going to be day 2. It's going to be early morning skate, so if you can get legs early and get a good jump out there, then I think it'll help stand out a little bit more.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't know what to expect really going in. Some of those registrations started coming in. There's some unique ones, and I know the article told you that, kind of like the Bubba Sanford, 48 years old and out there making it happen. But I was really impressed. There's some good young kids in this area and some from out of town that I thought really showed a lot of, unfortunately, I looked, there's probably a good 7-8 guys that I think could probably come and compete to some degree, and I don't know what degree that is yet. It'd be a lot different seeing them against our guys, but out there I think 7 or 8 guys stood out that I would probably want to take a longer look at some point. Unfortunately, I've only got a few spots to hand out, but good first day and exactly what we were looking for.
Steve Slonina made a name for himself for 2 years here in Stockton and is back now for night number 1 at Tryout. Can you tell us more on how his play and his performance went out there for you?
Yeah, well, to have a guy like Steve Slonina out there obviously kind of surprises everybody for the most part. That obviously he's a guy who scored 20 goals in the ECHL. He's played countless years. He's a veteran of the league, and obviously an easy decision to pick a guy like Steve. So pleasant surprises like that. You had Takahashi from that played in Utah the last couple of years. So obviously some guys that have some ECHL experience, and that certainly lends a hand. But to see a guy like Slow out there, he's a guy who wants to come out and compete for a job, and obviously I'm pretty sure I'm going to give him that opportunity.
For the handful of players who have a chance to make this main camp roster, what do they have to do tomorrow on day 2?
Well, there's 2 things. I need a couple defensemen and I need a couple forwards. So by default, some guys that are defensemen are probably going to get a look over some guys that are forwards, but there's a couple guys. I just want to see guys that are strong. They're strong skaters, they're strong on the puck, they can shoot the puck, and they can play the game, they can distribute it and play with their heads up. I think that's going to be the only way you can get in there. But I think one thing separates guys out here from guys that I think can possibly come to our training camp, and that's your ability to skate. So the good skaters, they really stand out, and the guys that are average skaters or guys that look like they haven't been on the ice a ton or haven't played competitive, they obviously need a little bit of work. But I think everybody really did a fine job of showing us what they have.